this is going to be interesting. How are you guys doing? I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, and I welcome you. I thank you for I'm not editing that. I thank you guys for taking time out of your day or your evening to view my content. Make sure that you are following me on the platforms you see above and the ones below. And also, hitting this like button right here is how my content can consistently be recommended to you, and it helps push my content out in the YouTube algorithm world. So I really would appreciate it if you guys would do that. And lastly, double check and make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, because people mysteriously are being unsubscribed because of the message that I'm pushing out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this might be a little bit different than what I've done before, okay? So this topic came across regarding Mary Jane, and it's something that's on the ballot right now in regards to Kamala Harris proposing this, and at the same time, it's something that come across as Trump possibly getting in on this too. What am I talking about? The use of marijuana, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be one of those deals where it's going to be a really, really touchy. But one thing I'm going to do right now, y'all know me, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100% real. Now, there's all kinds of things that's been said about the uses of marijuana and everything. So I got this thing to a point where I'm able to give you the view as a medical professional. I'm able to give you the view as someone who grew up in the streets around this stuff all day, every day, and it runs in the family. Okay? So before I get into it, though, I want you guys to check this out.
If you're interested in smoking all that high THC weed that's causing psychosis and schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and if you lose sleep at the thought that third trimester abortions aren't happening, then leftists in Florida have a few ballot initiatives just for you. Amendments 3 and 4 are on the ballot November 5th. And Amendment 3 legalizes recreational marijuana because that's worked out so well in other areas of the country. And Amendment 4 makes abortion a constitutional right, effectively making it impossible to add any regulations of the procedure at all. Joining us now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Governor, wonderful as always to see you tonight. Now, just as we're learning about the severe mental and physical effects of marijuana use, big money poured into your state for this Amendment 3. What can you tell us tonight?
Well, Amendment 3 is being bankrolled by one big weed company that's traded on the Canadian Stock Exchange. They have poured over $100 million into passing this Amendment 3. They're not doing that because they care about the best interests of Florida. They're doing it because they want to make profits. And people say it's the legalization of recreational weed. That's partially true. They're saying you have a right to possess and smoke it, but only if you buy it from them, because they're actually setting up a cartel in the Constitution of Florida. So if you want to grow your own marijuana, that is not in the amendment. They also have nothing in here that would allow any type of limitation on public use. So you look at places like Colorado, people see weed everywhere. Colorado actually has prohibitions against using it in public. Here, there is nothing in there. They're saying you have a right to use it with no limitations. So whatever negative has happened in Colorado, I think this particular amendment, the way it's written, I think the problems would be much more significant in Florida as a result of Amendment 3.
Yeah, so everyone has to vote no on that. I've been on this from day one. And the New York Times, of all places, just published a piece in the last few weeks about the dangers of marijuana use. As America's marijuana use grows, so do the harms. The accumulating harm is broader and more severe than previously reported. Again and again, the New York Times found dangerous misconceptions. Many users believe, for instance, that people cannot become addicted to cannabis, but millions do. It went on to talk about those over the age of from 18 to 25, the most damage done to them, Governor, in terms of mental effects of marijuana use because of the high THC levels. I mean, this is just a disaster. It's the last thing our young people need, or frankly, any Americans need, given the experience in other states.
Now, this is one of the few times that I actually have to completely disagree. Y'all, I have to completely disagree with this. Even going through school and med school, I learned some things there that I don't know why things are changing right now. Let me just keep it real with you guys. I've been around marijuana since I was a kid. I've seen people that smoked it. It was eaten. It was drinking as a tea. It was put in certain foods, whatever like that. Something that's deeply rooted in my family, y'all. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys unequivocally right now, not one person, and you can disagree, but it's fine. And I'm talking places that I've been and lived, different states. I have yet in my life, and you can call it anecdotal if you want to, but then again, all the experiences that other people I know that does this, I cannot sit here and tell you and agree that this is addictive and that it does any type of damage to the brain. Matter of fact, I don't even know how you can even say that. I've not known it to cause lung cancer. So this is what gets me with this whole deal. Where's the proof? Studies show. See, one thing that gets me, guys, I get this. I'm a person that's big on statistics and studies and all that too. But at the same time, right now, it's a difference between you actually doing it and living it and seeing a huge population, a huge hypothesis of folks that has been doing. Look, y'all, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. I grew up around family, friends, cousins, gangsters. They did this stuff every single day, all day, and they still do it to this day. I have cousins that started smoking weed when they were 10 years old, and they still smoke weed to this day. They graduated high school. We ain't gonna get into some of the other stuff. They got jobs. How they passed it, none of your business. Just know that sometimes people like buying pee. But anyway, now in today's world, a lot of jobs are not even required to test you for marijuana. I've known people that I went to school with, white kids as well. I'm just being real. A lot of my cousins sold weed to the white dudes from the suburbs or the gated community. They sold it to the white dudes. These white dudes, even when I was in high school, they went on, a few of them, I'm not going to say his name, he went on to be a valedictorian. So I just have some things that I can throw in here that you can say is anecdotal, but also when I went through med school and everything like that, they told us about marijuana, and I argued it just like I'm arguing it right now. I have not seen anybody that ever got addicted to it to where it's like a crazy addiction like heroin or anything like that. I have not seen it or seen anybody that I know of that still to this day that has been smoking weed since they were kids, that it was a gateway drug to something else. Plain and simple. I got family that, man, y'all have I'm not even going to get deep into it, but I'm just telling you right now. I just cannot see this. If anybody has gotten any type of marijuana to where it completely altered your mental status, where it completely altered your nervous system or something like that, your marijuana was laced with something. Straight up. It was laced with something. Now, one thing I don't know if this is a thing that actually does happen. We used to call people that we know somebody smoke weed because they got the weed lips. Lips just be black. I don't know if this really caused from the marijuana. I do not know. But what gets me about this whole ordeal is that the medicinal attributes it has for healing, for helping with nervousness, for helping with multiple sclerosis, for helping with people that have Parkinson's, with the tremors. I kid you not, seen this across the board. So it doesn't come with any side effects of leaking eyes, bleeding ears, tongue tingling, butt leakage, toe growth. It don't come with no strange side effects. If it do, it was laced with something. I'm telling you from somebody, you talking to somebody that get it straight from the island. No me say. What I'm saying, I have not seen or experienced any of those things in my anecdotal experience. And I'm talking from Chicago to Decatur, Tennessee, Missouri, Florida, Kentucky, North Carolina, family all over Mississippi, Arkansas, family everywhere doing this stuff all the time. And not one person in my family has OD'd on marijuana, has some strange side effect of marijuana. Now, I don't like the way it smells. Just keeping it real. I don't. I cannot stand the smell of it. Right? But I've seen it used in medicine. I've seen a lot of my patients that are on it. They smoke. I've seen my patients that got multiple sclerosis. That's Montel Williams. You know, Kamala Harris's bae, old bae. He does it to help with his pain with his multiple sclerosis. So I'm just saying, this could be unpopular, but I think, honestly, in my opinion, a lot of things that we have been told on a social construct level, that it's bad, it's wrong, that it's a drug, It was all because we were taught that when we were in school. I was arguing up and down with Officer there at Benjamin Franklin that marijuana was not a drug. Because I'm like, and I had to keep my mouth closed because I'm giving too much away. What are y'all thoughts on this? Whatever the case may be, you can disagree, which is completely fine. It's completely fine. But I'm just telling you, and I'm pretty sure some other folks that's going to be coming into these comment section as well. If you grew up like I did, matter of fact, if they talking about these things about the THC levels and things like that of that sort, all I know is that the way I grew up in the hood, you stick with the dealers that you've been dealing with, because all this other stuff that might be happening here, I don't know, medicinal stuff they call medical marijuana. Come on now. Y'all, I don't care what y'all say. I'm in this. There are drugs out there that are far more harmful than marijuana. Stuff that causes you to get, y'all know that, you know, the number one thing for liver failure and people needing liver transplants is Tylenol. Show me where marijuana causes you to have liver failure. Show me where marijuana causes you to have any type of stomach issues. Show me where, I'm talking about like how it can interrupt your acids in your stomach to where you got to stay out. Show me where it can cause any type of issues with your kidneys, with your spleen, with your pancreas. If you say, oh yeah, studies have shown, all I'm saying, I'm not saying that is wrong. All I'm saying is that nobody in my life, in my real time folks, be it white folks, black folks, cousins, uncles, the whole nine, has ever suffered from anything regarding them smoking marijuana. Just saying. All right, let me know what y'all think by putting it in the comment section below after this video, making sure you do what you see in that cloud right there. Next video that I would do, most likely in chronological order, is going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on my channel will be right down here. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.